Welcome to the Money Watch Show. It's Sunday, October 19th, and we are here walking you through whatever is on your mind financially. And I mean whatever. So I am joined by my co-host, Mark Talercio. Hello, Mark.
Hello, Jill. Happy mid-October.
Happy mid-October. And I'm happy to report to you that I have all the materials for my CFP, continuing education. I've not started it, but both Mark and I are certified financial planners. We don't do it for a living, but what we do is we use the way that we have studied and thought about the process of financial planning through the CFP program, and we apply it to your lives. And so that's one of the things that's kind of the most fun, right, Mark, to be able to have real application. If you could only have had like the ability to have this show while you were studying, you could have had all the case studies in the world, right?
Yeah, that's true. We kind of go into all the different subject areas, whether it's retirement planning or estate planning or taxes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it's kind of cool. I mean, that's the thing I always loved about the CFP, which is a pain in the neck test. It really is. Is it still 2 days, Mark, or not?
Oh, no. That ended, I guess, a long time ago. No,
Yeah,
now
you mean when it's hard to get it? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It's just one day, I think about 6 hours.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it was 2 days, 3 hours each day. So it's probably the same test. But anyway, it's a tough test, but it's a good test. You know, you can't really say that for standardized exams, but it is a good one. And, so if you want to know what is happening in your financial life and maybe get another set of ears and eyes on the situation, Mark and I are here for you. So just go to our website. It's called jillonmoney.com. When you're on the website, in the upper right-hand corner, there is a Contact Us button. You click that button, you write us a note, and if you want to join us on the program live, you check the box, and Mark will arrange to get you on the air. Don't forget, while you're on the website, we've got a bunch of free stuff there. We've got our free weekly newsletter, so you should definitely subscribe to that. We've got a blog. We've got another podcast that's called Jill on Money, a radio show, videos, resources, so many things right there at the jillonmoney.com website. Okay. Let us get to you. Today, we're talking to Michael, who joins us from New York. Hello, Michael. How are you?
Hi, guys. It's good to hear from you.
Great to be with you. What is on your mind? How can we help you out?
Sure. I'm 36 years old, and I kind of wanted to have a two-part question on one, if I should still contribute to my retirement accounts as aggressively as I have been, with some nuances there that I'll go into, or if I should start building out a brokerage account. And then two, looking to do possibly some home renovations in our house, and if we should possibly take out a HELOC or pull money from our brokerage account, or a combination of both.
Okay, this sounds good. Okay, so you're 36 years old, and you said there's a we. What's the age of the we in this couple?
Yeah, she will be 36 at the end of this month as well.
Okay, and you guys have kids?
We have two little kids, correct?
How old?
3 and 6 months.
Oh my God. All right. How's the sleep? How are you sleeping? Okay.
During the night, pretty good. And during the day, not the best napper, but otherwise, no complaints.
Are you guys both working full time?
Correct.
Okay. How much do you guys earn?
Together, we're probably right around 400.
Okay, that's great. And you're both using retirement accounts?
Correct.
And you said you're aggressively saving. Are you maxing them out?
So I've been maxing mine out for a few years. I started a job about 4 years ago where my current employer has a very generous retirement contribution as well.
Mm.
So in addition to the amount of money I put in, my company automatically gives me 15% of my total earnings into my 401k before I contribute a dollar.
What? Oh my God. That's incredible.
Must work in finance.
Amazing. That's fantastic. Okay, so but you're also maxing. In other words, you're putting in the 23.5 and they're putting 15% in.
So for the past few years, I've been there. Yes, this year I'm like we're just under it, but all in all, correct. And as I've learned more and listened to the show, and obviously gotten my finances together, their contribution is all traditional. So I've been doing more all Roth for the past few years.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. Now, your wife, tell us about her retirement contributions.
So she's in the education system, so she will have a pension if she obviously sees this through. And she's been contributing to a 403b. I kind of have it split up doing 50-50 traditional and Roth.
Okay. So if you look at the total savings in these retirement accounts, what's the balance right now? Let's see how aggressive, and maybe you can pull back. So what's the total now?
So my totals in my 401k is 434.
Wow, that's a lot. You're so young. Incredible. 434,000. Okay. And what about your wife?
My wife, she doesn't max hers out. She probably ends up doing around 13K a year or so. Her breakdown is in a Roth is 23,000,
Hmm.
and then in a traditional is 116 and 22.
Now, how many years does she have in the system?
Probably about 11 or so.
Oh, okay. So she's vested already.
Yes.
And you expect her to stay in the system?
I don't see her changing jobs anytime soon. So I think will she retire like low 60s? I don't know. Like we'll see how obviously like the tiers change as like they get older sometimes and there is offerings. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't see her going anywhere.
Because I mean, obviously, I think the 20-year in the New York system, she's a New York teacher. So I think that that's a magic year about health insurance. So that's good to know. Okay. Now you've got your on track here. What other money are you saving? Do you have 529 accounts for the 3-year-old and 6-month-old scholars?
Yes. So for my 3-year-old, there's about 15 grand in there, and for the 6-month-old, there's like 1500
Okay. Are you putting money in sporadically or just a certain amount every month?
every month. So I have about like 250 or $200 going to each of them per month.
Okay. Now, you also mentioned that there is a brokerage account. Tell me about the brokerage account.
So I have a brokerage account, and feel free to give me your thoughts here. So I have about 67,000 in crypto,
Okay.
which I know is a decent amount. A lot of that is appreciation, so not all money I've invested, but I'm up a decent amount, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Um, and then in another brokerage account, there is 18,000, and then there's one more with 41,000.
What's with all these accounts?
Just different, brokerages, online firms that I set up, and so I
Okay.
could consolidate it.
Okay. Now, the renovations. This is going to be the interesting thing. You own a home right now. What's the house worth, Michael?
Probably low ones, 1.1, 1.2.
Like 1.1 million. And there's an existing mortgage on it.
Correct.
What's the outstanding balance right now?
615,
Okay, 615. Do you know the interest rate offhand?
2.75.
Stop it. And you love this house, but you need a renovation. What do we need to spend on this reno?
Probably anywhere from 125 to 175.
I'm going to say 200 because I've been through renovations. And I'll tell you something. Whenever you say the range, go up from there. So let's say you need 200 grand. Okay. Just for fun. All right. Anything else in your financial life that we should know about?
Yeah, I have a Roth account and a traditional account from previous jobs with some money in it. So I have a Roth with 55K and traditional with about 32,000.
Wow. You guys have saved a lot of money for retirement already. You really have. Magic question for you, Michael. How much you guys spend?
Good question. I haven't really exactly figured it out, but it's probably north of 10K a month just with daycare and living expenses for the two kids and so forth.
Yeah.
But I don't have that exact number.
I mean, you're saving a lot. So it would, even if it were 12 grand, you're still, doing a good chunk of saving. Last few little bits here before I bring Mark on to guide you along this journey with us. Do you guys have life insurance in place?
Yes, we have life insurance, but I know to your second part of your question, no will yet, but I'll get on
Stop it. Who's taking care of these kids? I can't. I can't do it. I'm too old to do it. And so do you have is that your issue? Is there guardianship an issue or is it just
it.
like what?
No, and not an issue. I have someone that can do it. It's just nothing we've ever brought up with family that is a lawyer that could definitely execute on it. So it's just something we got to do.
Come on. That's your number one priority. I'm telling you right now. Among all the things you just put out there, absolutely, positively, that is the most important thing. Okay. So do you think that you would you really want to prioritize the renovation maybe ahead of 529? Like you'll be able to save money in the 529. But like if I were looking at all this money, tell me what is it that you feel comfortable selling out in terms of the brokerage money? Like I know that you have a big gain, but like what amount of this savings in your brokerage accounts am I allowed to use for this renovation? Because I know that you're going to be like precious about some of this. So tell me what I can use.
Well, and the second part, Jill, I think it would be worth raising is my checking savings because we didn't go over that. So there is a lump sum of money in there that I'd be tapping into as well. Obviously, I wouldn't use all of it, but I could share those.
How much is in the checking savings?
Checking is about 15 to 20 grand usually, and then in my high yield savings account is 140.
Okay, 140. So we can't use all of that 140,
Mm,
obviously. Do you feel like obviously your wife as a teacher, she's probably pretty secure. What about you? Do you feel secure in your job?
I do. Yeah, no, I work for a large company and obviously, it can ebb and flow as market changes and I've seen it before, but I'm in a
Mhm.
good place, I think, as of now. Hopefully that doesn't change.
Would you feel comfortable? Thank you, whoever was knocking wood, Mark or Michael. Do you feel like if you had 70,000 in that emergency reserve and that high yield savings, that would be okay for you? Like if we use 70 of the money, would you be okay with that?
What I was thinking of a lower number. I was thinking of probably doing like 30 to 40 from the savings, 20 or so, or 20 to 30 from the brokerage, and then kind of taking out a HELOC for the rest. And I get annual bonuses each year. So
You
this upcoming spring, I'll probably net like 30 or $40,000, which I would throw towards a HELOC and do that for a few years to pay it off in a short period of time.
What's the HELOC rate right now?
I've gotten some quotes where it's anywhere from 6 to 8%.
That's not bad, actually, even at 8. I think you should take half of the money in the brokerage account, sell out, pay your tax. Don't worry about it. Sounds like you're going to keep making money. So right now, you have about it looks like a buck 25 in the brokerage. So I would take half from there. I would take 50 grand from your cash and I would do HELOC for the balance. But I would take some of this brokerage account money, take it off the table. I'm not saying that crypto is not going to keep rising, but I would just take half of these positions off, pay the tax, move on, stay invested with the rest of it. It's like your fun money, right? It's like, oh, this is fun and get this job done, get it done, and count on that it's going to be expensive. So the more that you can just like get going and it will keep getting more and more expensive. I'm fine if you kind of pull back a little bit on your other savings, but like if you said, if you have a bonus, you can, pop that into your high yield savings account. And, it sounds like after a few years, we'll get this all behind us and then just keep going back. Now, Mark, would you suggest that Michael pull back on his actual retirement contribution because he's really maxing out right now? Should he do that to help pay for this or not?
I was thinking that until he just mentioned the bonus. I mean, if he's going to be netting, 30, 40 grand a year, that kind of gives me the pathway to pay this down quickly. And then going forward, he can just continue to build up that brokerage account.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. And also, you have like this really kind of this little nice pension that is waiting down the line. So it does also kind of defray your retirement need. So I think it could work. I mean, if are you comfortable selling this stuff? I mean, it's just sort of like you said, you've made a lot of money. So why not use some of that money that's in the brokerage account?
Yeah, I agree. And I think about it often. I think I sometimes just go back and forth, at least on the crypto side, is like, if I sell it, will I not be able to get back in? And is it going to keep really just appreciating as what it's done?
It may, but like let's just pretend. Let's just like go back in time. Let's say that you were able to you were invested in any stock, blankety blank stock, and you just took some of the position down. You don't have to take it all down, but if you
Right.
take some of it down, then I think that what that does is it gives you some of the money in your hand, but you're still invested. You're still part of it, and it can keep going up. But I don't know, like what's the whole point of investing if we're not going to use it? You
we
know?
have we have this conversation all the time about these brokerage accounts, and people are so resistant to touch them. I mean, I've done this twice on two separate occasions. I've taken my brokerage account from six figures basically down to zero for real estate transactions. But that's what the brokerage account is there for. You built it up for when you need it. You can access it and get your hands on it. You're making money. You're going to build it back up in no time at all.
Totally
I,
fair.
I
Yeah.
mean, and I think that like you are both very, it seems very focused. And so And also, listen, you have kids, you're going to make your life a little bit better in the house. Like, this is all good news to me. So there's nothing, the only thing that you have said in this entire conversation that gives me pause is that you don't have your estate documents. Besides that, you're in great shape. It's amazing. And, listen, I also, if you were the kind of person who's like, I don't know if I like my job, I would say, oh my God, let me tell you something. Stick around. That 15% contribution, that's good. That is some good stuff there. So keep capturing that unless someone wants to pay you a lot more money, which I guess is possible, right? What else do you have from us for us?
I think my only other question was considering the amount of money I have in my retirement accounts at like my current stage and what will probably be more as I continue to work and with the gains from my employer. Do you think going forward I should try to build my brokerage account and maybe add more flexibility or with my instead of doing the full Roth, or would you just still max like do the Roth 401k at its max and just do the brokerage as a supplemental or vice versa?
Mark, what's your opinion on that?
Yeah, I would 100% keep maxing out your workplace plan using the Roth. And once this HELOC is gone, take that annual bonus. That's how you're going to build up your brokerage.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think that bonus is going to be like the spot where you're like, oh, okay, this is my little my little off ramp of when I want to do something different, and you will have it. And by the way, I mean you have a 30-year mortgage, right? And
Yep.
you're still young, and that mortgage is going to be done and paid off. And so there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you down the road. I mean, listen, the only reason I would stop in the retirement contribution is that if something happened, if you like had a job change and you were no longer able to afford this and you're not, or you switched a job and you're like, you know what? We were just talking to somebody like, I can't work this hard. I'm so uptight and I need to make a change for the family. Okay. And you took a different job where you weren't making as much money, then maybe we would have a different conversation because you'd have maybe 10 years from now, a lot of money in the retirement account. And maybe we would want you to shift. But I think for now that it's so efficient to be using that Roth money and it's already been taxed. And, I think that you'll have plenty of opportunity to build up the retirement account and you're really in the beginning stages of your career. So I feel like there's kind of like a lot of upside for you, don't you think?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, go get your upside, man.
Can I ask one more?
Why not?
For my wife, she's doing 50-50 traditional Roth. Should I allocate all Roth considering what will probably be built up if I stay at this job, for the
Yes.
long haul? Okay.
Absolutely. Because you're in the 32% bracket and you're going to be in the 32% takes you up to $500,000. Okay. She might be like, oh, I don't want to do that. But you know what? Your cash flow is probably going to absorb it very easily. But I would do all Roth because I think that people like you, if you're making 400 grand and you're in your mid 30s, guess what? You're going to keep making money and your tax bracket's going to keep rising. I think you're going to go up from here, and that would makes the argument even more straightforward. Use the tax benefit of the Roth, where you know what your tax hit is going to be down the line, and if we're wrong, don't worry. You got plenty of money that hasn't been taxed yet.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
All right. If you, like Michael and his wife, are looking in your mid 30s, you don't have to be making 400 grand. He lives in a high cost of living area, New York, right? So that if you're in another place and you're in your mid 30s and a lot's going on and you've done a good job of saving, but maybe your priorities need to shift, get in touch with us. Go to jillonmoney.com, click the contact us button, write us a note. If you want to join us live, check the box. Mark will do everything else. Don't forget that all of our content lives on that website. You can subscribe to us on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. Mark Talercio is the co-host, executive producer, and king of all things web in my world, Jill on Money World and Money Watch World. We are distributed by Paramount Skydance, and we drop our episodes on Saturdays and Sundays. Try to lift someone up. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you next week.